should open a cafe. But how should I go about doing it? Maybe I can ask Kixian and Kengi about it. Let's go! Kiki, you remember that time meeting? She said she wanted to open a new cafe in MP, right? So she's like in coffee. Should we just ask her how you with the management is okay, hey, Coffee Bean is there, let's go! Hi! And we are year 2 students. We are year 2 students from management. And actually our friend would like to open a new cafe. And so we would like to ask you more about the management behind the scene operations for Coffee Bean, so we know what to tell for. Yeah.
Here's a rough idea of 3 important info to take into consideration: profit and loss, liabilities, and also assets, both current and non-current. By knowing the loss and profit of the company, we can assess if the company should continue to run its business or close it down due to excessive losses. Now, assets can be divided into current as well as non-current. Current assets consist of items like cash, inventories, like the coffee beans that we use to make the drinks, imported cakes and cookies, which are resources that benefits the company, and it is to be used within a year. It allows us to assess the cost of goods sold and monitor the items that are purchased from retailers or wholesalers. Too much inventories can cause cash flow problems and losses if items become absolute, as these items cannot be kept for long term, whereas too little inventories can result in losses and customers, as we cannot keep up with the demand. For example, if a customer wants red velvet cake but it's out of sales, and their friend asks for a chocolate cake but it's also out of sales, then too little inventories will affect our sales because Coffee Bean is unable to meet up with their demand. Hence, they lost the opportunity to make money from the customer. Whereas non-current assets are fixed assets that can be reused continuously for more than one accounting period that benefits Coffee Bean operations for over a year. For example, the machines that we use to make the drink, property and equipment like the tables and chairs which is just right outside Coffee Bean.
Oh, I see. Wow, but is it not possible for Coffee Bean to manage all these assets using your own capital, right?
Yeah, of course. This is what liabilities are for.
Oh, that's a new term. So what are liabilities then?
Liabilities are divided into 2, both current and non-current. As for now, I'll just let you all know about current liabilities first.
Okay.
An example of current liability would be accrued expenses such as rental for the space in Block 58, water and electrical utilities that are to be settled within 1 year of usage. We have to ensure that cash available to the business is more than its current liabilities, otherwise it may damage the profitability of the business.
Oh wow, that's so cool. We all know that business can either make a profit or loss. So how do we know whether the company is making a loss or earning? And how do we deal with them as well?
Losses is when expenses is more than revenue, while profit is when revenue is more than expenses. By knowing the loss and profit of the company, we can assess the various components that make up the expenses and revenue to increase the net profit of the company. What should we say?
Okay. For example, we can review the components and expenses and remove any unnecessary expenditure to maximize gross profit.
Wow, that's a lot of information and data to process. But why is it important for you all to know all this information?
Firstly, in accounting, we have 2 types of financial statements that include and summarize all these data, which is known as Statement of Financial Position and Statement of Comprehensive Income. We use the information from this statement to analyze the company's performance and position and to enable appropriate measures to improve the company's results. Since the management is within the internal stakeholders of the company, they have the ability to change the management of the business to improve the company's profitability. This will enable the company to run more effectively and efficiently.
Seems like managing a company isn't that easy after all. Just purely in finance, we have so much things to consider. But thank you for both of you all for taking your time and answering us. I'm sure our friend will make good use of all this information and sell her own store.
No problem. We are glad that we have helped you.
And remember to invite us after your friend successfully opened her shop.